Are you ready, kids? Get your parents' permission, check your mailbox, and grab your shopping cart. It's time for the Adventures in Collecting podcast.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Dave. Welcome to Adventures in Collecting, where we talk toy news, culture, and hauls,
along with our journeys as collectors. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Adventures in Collecting Premium Toyetic event. We are here, of course, to discuss the 2025 Royal Rumble live from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. What a show. But let's set the stage here a little bit. If this is your first Premium Toyetic event, welcome. This is where Dave and I detail who we think were the most toyetic superstars, wrestlers of a pay-per-view or premium live event, and we tell you why we think they should have action figures made of the way that they looked from this specific premium live event. In this case, the 2025 Royal Rumble. Before we get into our picks, a little bit of housekeeping from Adventures in Collecting. So first and foremost, our February giveaway is live over on Instagram. That's at AIC_podcast. This month, we are giving away a figure from our friends at Savage Crucible. So if you are unfamiliar with them, they're making these amazing anthropomorphic lizard people, warrior, sword and sorcery figures. And this month for February, the month of love, all things red, Valentine's Day. I almost said Valentine's Day, but that's kind of what this is, right? So, Veterus Rapax, yes, is their latest release, and it's one of my favorite figures of the year so far. I love it, and I think you're going to love it too. So make sure you head over to at AIC_podcast on our Instagram. There will be a pinned post. You'll see it. It says February giveaway on it. It's got a beautiful picture of the box art there from Savage Crucible, and you can enter to win yourself one. So make sure you follow all the instructions in the post. Take a look, read it, all that good stuff, and we'll announce the winner on Instagram on March 1st. So good luck to everyone that enters, and we hope you enjoy it. Good luck. Good luck to you out there. The other piece of business is our second ever live recorded episode of Adventures in Collecting is happening March 29th in Wayne, New Jersey at ZapCon. We will put a link in the description below in the show notes, so that way you can get yourself tickets. They are $10 to get in. It is an amazing event every year. Greatest comic shop in the world, Zap Comics out of Wayne, New Jersey. They put this show on. There's going to be incredible artists there. There's going to be tons of comics, vendors, you name it. It's at the Wayne, New Jersey PAL. And again, that is on Saturday, March 29th. We'll also be celebrating Dave's birthday. But for the episode itself, we will have Blaine at Blainer Things. We will have Chris Ramo at Plastic Vampire Art from NECA, talking all things NECA, art, design. They'll be answering your questions. If you are there live, we'll do a live Q&A. That won't end poorly at all. But yeah, no, really excited to be back in front of people doing Adventures in Collecting live. It was a lot of fun a few years ago with Emily from the Hasbro team. So yeah, really excited to do it with our friends at NECA this year. Very exciting stuff. Prior to ZapCon, we will be at New York Toy Fair in New York City, March 1st and 2nd, live from the Javits Center. So excited to see all the toy news there. Every brand is back this year, so we're going to see stuff from Mattel, from Hasbro, from Jazzwares, from Jax, from McFarlane, you name it, all the toys that you collect. It seems like all of the big bangers are back, as they say. So really, really looking forward to Toy Fair this year. It's going to be a good time. And of course, pictures, news, video, all that good stuff. So look for that coming in March. With that, I think it's time to get into the PTE here, the Premium Toyetic event. So I will kick it over to Dave for his first pick from the 2025 Royal Rumble.
Hello, everyone. It is Dave, and my first pick from the Royal Rumble will be from the Women's Royal Rumble. And, from Live at 5, if you watched Live at 5, you'll remember that my pick for who do I think was going to show up, and who do I think was going to win, was Jordynne Grace. So I'm going to stick with my pick for who should get a figure from the Women's Royal Rumble match, and that's going to be Jordynne Grace. Her first official appearance in WWE as a member of the WWE roster. Super impressive with the green and white gear. Super impressive with the double Samoan drop spot, or fall away slam, but I think it was more of a Samoan drop. It was just really cool. Really great appearance. She kept her music, got a great reaction, and I think is going to be awesome under the WWE umbrella. So let's get the figure out there as quickly as we can. So my first pick is going to be Jordynne Grace.
Okay, so that brings it back to me for my first pick. In my first pick, I'm going to the opening event. Again, these picks are in no particular order, so I don't think my first pick or my third pick takes any precedence over one. This is the way that I put my list together. So my first pick comes from the first match of the night, the Women's Royal Rumble. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time made her comeback and to an incredible pop. It was so great to see Alexa Bliss back in the ring. So, of course, that is my first pick, Alexa Bliss. Love that we're still leaning into the creepy Alexa Bliss. She's got a new Lily doll, which is available on WWE Shop, by the way, if that's your sort of thing. But super toyetic, the Fiend Forever on her back. Emotional thinking about it. But super toyetic. Granted, her last Ultimate Edition figure is literally $10 on Amazon right now. But we've got lots of black and red and a new entrance jacket, and again that new Lily doll. And I would actually love to see if they could do a little actual tiny plush. It'd be pretty cool. I mean, Super Impulse does it with those little Care Bears, and that's about the same size. So, yeah, it would be really, really neat to see a tiny soft goods Lily doll with an Ultimate Edition Alexa Bliss. Leather jacket, swap of arms. Give me an angry face. Give me a happy face. Give me a maybe zoned out, looking straight ahead face. But yeah, lots of options there for Alexa. That is my first pick. Dave, back to you.
So for my second pick, I'm going to try to have better posture. I'm not going to be hunched down like this. But for my second pick, I'm also going to stick with the TNA Legends category. And I'm going to go to the second match on the show, which was the 2 out of 3 Falls tag team title match. Of course, that means I am picking the Motor City Machine Guns. Let's get another first in the line out there. Yeah, they wouldn't have the tag team titles, but hey, why not? We can include them. They won them. It's another way to get the new... they've won them previously. It's another way to get new belts out there, right? New titles. New titles out there. Although I think belts might be allowed again. I don't know. But anyway, you have Alex Shelley, who has very toyetic hair. The shaved on the one side kind of over look that I think is awesome. Although the Teenage Bottle Rocket logo on the trunks or on the tights is gonna be tough. Maybe Mattel could just do a skull and crossbones. Who knows? Maybe just a skull. Maybe blank. Up to Bill and Magic to try to figure that part out. But Alex Shelley has the face paint, so Chris Sabin has the kind of Muay Thai fight shorts. Two legendary guys who have not had figures in a long time. I don't think since like Marvel or Toy Biz have they had figures. Maybe they had a Jax. I don't remember. Someone will correct me in the comments or not. But if I'm wrong, let me know, because I thought it was Toy Biz, but it might have been, or Marvel, but it might have been Jax. Regardless, they have not had figures in a long time, and now that they're in WWE and having awesome matches, let's get them in the line. Let's get those figures out there. Give me some Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley elites. They're both legends. Let's get it going.
All right, for my second pick, we are headed to the men's Royal Rumble, and somebody that I picked for a previous Toyetic event, premium Toyetic event, who I think would have been more of an Ultimate Edition. In this case, I think we could get away with an elite of current United States champion Shinsuke Nakamura. So again, we've got the kind of evil samurai Jin kind of look going on with him, which is super cool. Really, really dig his whole vibe right now. Shinsuke, again, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I know I'm speaking to Bill's heart when I profess my undying appreciation for Shinsuke Nakamura and his work. The King of Strong Style has never looked cooler. We've got all new gear. He's in kind of like a gi situation. He came to the ring in like a half mask, which was really cool. And again, something I think they could get away with in the elite line. Got the new face makeup, the black with the red sash. It's such a cool look. So toyetic. Love Shinsuke Nakamura. His figures always sell. The elite from last year that had the chase was one of my favorite releases of the year. Just an incredible figure. Love Shin. And love what Nakamura's up to right now. So yeah, that's my second pick.
So my last pick is going to be a bit. I'll say it's a bit of a different pick for me, but it's gear that is new gear and should absolutely be celebrated, because I absolutely loved it while watching the men's Royal Rumble last night. No, I am not talking about like CM Punk or Roman Reigns or anybody like that. I am talking about the tree trunk himself, Otis. Let's get Otis a new figure. He looked like a member of the Flying Graysons, like from Batman, with the big collar, the 70s collar, and the sequins, or the whatever the like rhinestone situation that he had going on the singlet. But Otis with the wild mullet and the big beard, and he's just a heck of a character, and that 70s kind of collar on the singlet was pretty great. He definitely looked like he just walked out of like a 70s Batman comic, I think. Part of the Grayson troupe. We'll say he made it out. Him and Robin were the two that made it out. So I'm going with Otis as my third pick.
All right, for my final pick, to say that this superstar has launched into the WWE with a rocket strapped to him would be an understatement. He is coming over from AEW, and he is absolutely making a splash. And his gear as entrant number 2 in the Royal Rumble was awesome, and something that I don't recall having ever seen him do some sort of color combination very similar to this that just happens to be here. But Penta. So Zero Miedo. Let's get that teal blue looking ring gear into action figure form. What a great way to debut him into the line too. We've had some instances of him in his red and black, his white and black, and his silver and black and gold and black recently. But what a cool way to get him into the WWE Elite line in that Rumble gear. He had a great run in the Rumble. I think he was in there for like almost 50 minutes, if I recall correctly. But he was in there a long time. Got some cool eliminations, had that cool kind of like 1 foot on the ground situation. Yeah, just a great Rumble for Penta. Great debut. He's been on fire. He's been so much fun to watch. Really, really excited to see what they kind of have in store for him going forward. But clearly, the push is real. The talent's there. So let's get Penta his first elite figure from Mattel in his Royal Rumble blue. All right, folks, and there you have it. There is your premium Toyetic event. Again, who we think deserves that action figure treatment from Mattel. So Bill, Steve, Magic, balls in your court, fellas. You now know who we think should be next in your action figure roster. And again, we know how it works. It's not gonna, even if these were already going to happen, we're talking a year out. So buckle up, because they always have some really cool stuff throughout the year. Again, we're going to be at Toy Fair. We're really, really excited to see what they bring to Toy Fair. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. But we want to hear who you think was the most toyetic athlete superstar at the Royal Rumble this year. So if you're watching this on YouTube, let us know in the comments. Drop those comments and let us know who you think was the most toyetic at the Royal Rumble. And while you're down there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that way you don't miss it when we post new videos. While you're liking and subscribing to things, go ahead and make sure you follow us at AIC_podcast on Instagram. Again, giveaways every month, toy news, deals, availability, anything and everything that we think would help out the community. If you're listening to us here on your podcast feed, thank you so much for listening. Make sure you rate and review us. Huge help. Give us those 5-star reviews. We need them. They help us out more than you realize, and they take very little of your time. So definitely do that on your preferred podcast platform. Really appreciate it. As always, we'll be back with a new episode in 2 something. Yeah, in a week. Every Monday. Tune in every Monday for something new from us. And until next time, this has been Adventures in Collecting Premium Toyetic Event.
Thank you, dear listener, for hanging out with us today. Subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you listen, and then tell your friends to do it. Thanks also to Joe Azari, the golden voice behind our intro. Our music is Game Boy Horror by the Zombie Dandies. Find more about them both in our show notes.
Follow us on social media at AIC_podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Stop by and say hi, show us your toy hauls, and share your toy stories. Maybe we'll talk about it in a future episode.
Don't try this at home. Void where prohibited and some assembly required. Each sold separately, not a flying toy. Consult a physician if your toy run exceeds more than 4 hours.
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.